Alright, let's talk about robots. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this is actually a really strange film to talk about because at first it seems like your generic kids film, but when this film gets something right, it really gets something right. So the story focuses on an inventor named Rodney Copperbaum, played by Obi-Wan.
Hello there.
His dream is to go robot safe to meet his idol Bigweld. Shut up, we'll talk about him later, jeez. But when he arrives, he realizes that Ratchet has taken over headquarters and has updated some modern and new robot parts and rejecting the old parts. This is bad because some of these older robots need these parts to survive. So it's up to Rodney, joined by a bunch of other robot outcasts, one of them played by Robin Williams, to stop Ratchet and get the right parts for the elder bots. Alright, so the first thing I have to praise about this film is the world building. I love how they show how these robots survive, what parts they need to live, and how they function in their society. It's not like Cars, where if you replace the cars with human beings, the story would be exactly the same. But in this film, the story actually ties to them of being robots. It actually feels like a world that robots would live in. It's actually super imaginative. I also love the commentary of this film, showing the power of the rich and how they don't give a shit about outcasts and will let them just rot and die. It kind of reminds me of our society in this generation. On top of that, I also like the villains of this film, one of them being Mad Gasket. Not only does she have a dastardly personality, but you can tell she does not give a shit about the poor and what happens to them. And whoever's an outcast, whoever's poor in this city, she'll go out of her way and kill them. And her son Ratchet is also awesome as well, being threatening and hilarious at the same time. However, while there's a lot of great stuff the film offers, there are some flaws that prevent it from calling it an amazing film. Most of the humor is pretty subpar and can be really distracting from the story it's telling. The side characters like Rodney's friends are pretty forgettable and aren't even that funny. I guess Robin Williams' Fender has gotten a few chuckles out of me, but even that, he's not really that memorable. But the best character and the best thing to ever come out of this movie is motherfucking Bigweld! Bigweld is literally God. Like, he is literally God of robots. Not only does Mel Brooks does an amazing job as him, but he also delivers some of the funniest moments in the film. And while I still think the humor isn't that good in this film, this joke always makes my day.
I'm going in with you.
You are?
Hey, who's the dame with the sweet keister?
But why?
I don't know. I'm a big guy and I like women with large...
No. Why?
He likes fat boobies. He likes fat bitches. And at the end of the day, Robots is actually a pretty good film. While I would call this far from perfect, since it does have some subpar humor and some weak protagonists, it still has some nice things to offer, like some great messages, awesome villains, beautiful animation, not to mention having a creative and imaginative world to offer. If you enjoy Blue Sky's movies, then you'll like this one as well. In fact, I would say it's one of my favorites even. I know Blue Sky isn't the best studio in the business, but they can make some pretty good films, and this is a good example of their works. Sure, we won't see any more films from the studio now that they shut down, but if this film proves anything, is that at least they had a handful of good films.